Good morning. My name is Heidi, and I am one of 7 individuals going on a short term missions trip. Our team will be hosting a series of seminars focused on the Christ centered home. For over 5 years, I felt unable to become involved in the church. I was unmotivated, unwilling, and empty. It wasn't until I came to the Church of Southland Chino last year that God revealed how much He desired to heal me of more of my past, which came with deeply ingrained beliefs of how much I found my self worth in what I was able to accomplish for God. I lived the majority of my Christian life measuring my worth in how I served God. Past trauma, church hurt, and burnout stopped me from being active in ministry, and as a result, I wrestled with ongoing guilt of how God must be disappointed in me. I felt the Lord nudging my heart for STM despite not knowing what to expect or what I could offer. I was still uncertain if I was ready to serve or commit to anything. But after experiencing God declaring healing and truth over me this past year, I decided to refocus my life on saying yes to God and not base my decisions out of fear. At the start of training, I was attacked by insecurities. I can't pray like they do. I don't have the spiritual gifts they do. I'm not good enough. I'm not ready. But with these same lies that Satan used to paralyze me in the past, I feel a sense of freedom that wasn't there before. Because it's true, I'll never be good enough to match my own expectations or desire of who I want to be for God. But none of that matters because God has reminded me in this season that He just wants me as I am to be with Him. Hearing each of my teammates' testimonies has been one of the greatest blessings in our preparation. I was reminded that every person has their incredible story of how they encountered the living God in a personal and unique way. But one commonality rang true: how God is a redeemer, restorer, and healer. He sought out each of us in the midst of our greatest pain, our darkest trauma, our deepest brokenness, and met us with His life-changing love. It is our testimonies that reminded me this is why we are going on missions, not necessarily to have the best seminar or children's activities, but to share how God radically changed our lives. That nothing we have gone through is wasted, but God uses what the enemy meant for evil for our good and His glory. I've been encouraged by my team, knowing that each of us, with our different backgrounds, personalities, and experiences, are going on STM to share the good news with people who are yearning for that same hope and healing that have not only changed us, but saved us. God is continuing to rewrite my understanding of how He views me, not just as a soldier for His kingdom, but primarily as His precious daughter, who has nothing to prove to gain her Father's love. I've been reminded that there is no greater joy and purpose than to share about the love of Christ. And each time I do so, I get to relive again and again how much grace the Lord has shown me and how He had never left me from my darkest days to my happiest. Our team now has only 3 training dates remaining. Our fundraising goal is $5,435, and we are currently at $1,280. We invite you to partner with us in prayer and support as we finalize our preparations. Isaiah 6:8 says, "Then I heard the voice of the Lord saying, 'Whom shall I send and who will go for us?' Then I said, 'Here am I, send me.'" Thank you.